paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistently. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David. And then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Fighting off the defender.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Here comes the option. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They run the reverse. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Scanning the field, it's Hairston. Safe completion on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you try to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Pulls it in. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes or post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because he bobbles it at all. Or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and cut.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him the first down.
Yeah, that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it! And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Intercept. First drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Gonna run it. It's Fields. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on On first down, he might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to convert.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
The Minutemen needing just a few inches to convert on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Bring in the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Using his legs, it's Fields. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws out the upfield.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Bears are flying down the field. They'll move the tight end. With the catch, it's Roberts. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it into 16. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option to give. Out of bounds, right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Might be changing the route. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. The receiver on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That hole closed quickly to pick up a 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Hairston. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Corrals it at the 45. Can they catch it? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the Bears line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Close to the marker, it's Smith. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he runs it. Touchdown Bears! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UMass offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
To the air, it's Hairston. Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Oh, so close to an interception there. He held on. He might have won that one to the house. Instead, it'll be third down. Timeout call by the offense after the play. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on third down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we had ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Alongside the quarterback. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Okay, break. Here we go. Cut it.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play,
and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. It'll be a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robert. Going to pick up a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hairston. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they tried to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense there. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback on the keeper. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. It's a road man for the goal line. And he rolls in the house. Touchdown, Baylor! The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And you see the option being such a pain in the mind of the best programs in college football. You got quarterbacks that have those multiple options. They're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Proctor. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Fires to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big game on offense.
Got the back over the middle.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On the run, it's good. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Hairston. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught over the middle, it's Perry. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense picks it up. At the 20. Touchdown! The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 18 to San Jose State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UMass offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Got it in the middle, it's Proctor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Hairston. Makes the grab. It's Roper. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally with the football. Game tackle. You're going to win this game.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Here as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking for a man. It's Hairston. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Perry. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UMass to the line facing third and long. He's looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to throw. It's Hairston. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again.
Let's go. Right.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Rides to back and leaves it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The UMass offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.